So here's this section of the draw. Li Jiahao and Kidambi Srikanth fight for a chance to play our winners tomorrow in the quarter-finals. And earlier we saw Kodai Narioka on this court get past Priyanshu Rajawat in straight games. He's waiting for the result of the all-Chinese affair between Xi and Liu to find out his opponent in tomorrow's quarters.
Let's welcome the players. Men's singles. Chou Tien Chen, Chinese Taipei versus Antonsen, Denmark. Court 1.
Chou Tien Chen coming out first. Never made it to world number 1, Chou Tien Chen. Spent 33 weeks in total as world number 2. But he's always there or thereabouts. You can never count him out. Anders Antonsen has fallen down the rankings at the moment, but certainly a solid top 10 player in his time with some very accomplished performances. So 9 times they've met in the past. Chou Tien Chen 7-2 the head-to-head, but it was Antonsen last time out, but that was going back nearly 3 years. Straight games at the Denmark Open.
Your choice. This side. Serve or receive? Receive. Receive. You will serve.
And again, choice of ends from the result of the coin toss. Chou Tien Chen this time choosing this faster end, this bottom of your screens, playing away from us. Well, Chou Tien Chen is 33 years of age now, from Taipei City. 2018 Singapore Open champion. So this would mark his 5-year anniversary if he's to do it again. World Championship bronze medalist from the Tokyo Games, the 2020 World Championships. And 2018 silver in the Asian Games. There's his highest ranking at number 2. Antonsen also, I believe we'll see in a minute, is ranked number 2. And it took nearly 70 minutes, one of the longest matches of yesterday, to come through against Lakshya Sen. 21-13 in the third. Here is Anders Antonsen, just 26 years old. Both tall athletes at around 6 foot. He's from Aarhus on the eastern shore of Jutland in Denmark. And 22 in the rankings at the moment, so quite far down compared to what we're used to seeing Anders Antonsen at, but he spent a month at number 2 a little while ago. And again, 74 minutes against Tomo Junior Popov. Another long match yesterday, so both men will be feeling some fatigue, Chris. How important is that going to be
Ready to play?
Coming in today if both of these guys were pushed to the distance yesterday?
I think it will probably come into it later on in the match if it goes to 3 games. I think if this was maybe a round further on, then it would be even more of a case. It's going to be an interesting one how fit Antonsen is, because I know he's had quite a few issues as such, just with those injuries and so on, and he hasn't played anything since I think it was Orleans, which is some time ago, and even then he maybe didn't perform to his highest level where he lost first round. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of shape he's in, how fit he is, what his confidence is like. He's only got 10 ranking tournaments on. He really hasn't played many tournaments over the last 12 months.
Chou Tien Chen there looking fit and strong as always.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chou Tien Chou Tien Chen to serve. Level.
I love to watch the nervous-looking warm-ups before a match gets going. So much nervous tension in so many players. And then you get some players that walk out on court looking so relaxed, almost as if they're not bothered. That's a great opening rally. And a simple lift, drifted a foot and a half long of that back line. And Chou Tien Chen is going to have to learn quickly here, playing on this faster end. Interesting that he elected that end, Chris.
Yeah, considering it's shown to be the trickier end. But yeah, I don't know if he wants to get the bad end out of the way first, or...
Wonder if he's thinking about going the distance with Antonsen and finishing the match on a good end.
Yeah, it's probably, you would assume that it has to be the reason why.
That's not thinking too far ahead.
On one hand, it's a good way to think, but then on the negative is if it doesn't work out, you know, if it doesn't go to the 3 games, giving your opponent all the confidence in the first game.
Yeah. Could hold the net from Chou. Antonsen off to a flying start. Hasn't really done a great deal yet, but 4 reasonably cheap points. I mean, longish rallies, the first 2, but easy errors from Chou.
Serves over. 1-4. Serves over. 5-1.
Antonsen looking happy to go into the rear corner. Is a great winner from Chou.
Yeah, final shot of the rally, brilliant placement. I'd say Chou's attack before that, it's central, but I don't think it's powerful enough to really hurt Antonsen, and then the placement there.
Wonderful winner. Did it catch the tape?
Yeah, I think they just clipped the tape.
There's an apology
fortune.
yeah. Well, barely moved. Small apology from Antonsen, though. Yeah, well played, Antonsen. unfazed by this drift at all. He's just playing his natural game by the looks of things.
Yeah, being down that better end, he kind of can at the moment. Moving the shot around well. Looks calm, looks controlled. Short lift though. When Antonsen's taking that, he's clearly inside the front rear tram line. So he's taking it pretty short.
Nice. Too flat, too short from Chou.
Yeah, the wrong shot. He's just hit it right at Antonsen, and he's put pace on it, but not pace to hurt Antonsen with there. That's quite a poor shot there from Chou.
Oh, he's missed. He's working hard to build the rally.
Yeah, that's a poor mistake.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of, as you said, he's worked the rally kind of to get the position he wants, gets in the position he wants, a short lift, and then puts it in the net.
And another into the net from Chou Tien Chen. And a wonderful start, the dream start from Anders Antonsen. He's on the favoured end of the court, but I don't think he would have expected a 9-point lead going into this mid-game interval.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Back to court. Out. 11-2. Play.
I mean, Anders hasn't really done anything wrong so far. I wouldn't say he's done anything incredible, but he hasn't put a foot wrong, and Chou's struggling. He's made some uncharacteristic, unforced errors. I don't think he's reading the game that well yet. And it is a very big lead now for Anders.
He just doesn't seem to have settled, Chris, does he? Chou Tien Chen, oh, good save, but Anders flying to the net.
Yeah, I would say Chou hasn't settled at all. He doesn't look comfortable. He doesn't look, you know, even his body language now is looking quite negative, and it's hard not to, because it's a very, very one-sided start to this game. 13-2, I mean, no one would have expected that.
Thank you.
And this is the thing, as I said, when you start down the bad end, it can really give your opponent a lot of confidence. And right now, Anders does look very confident, and Chou doesn't, because he's down the tough end. But he has to remember that he is down the bad end. When eventually he gets down the good end, hopefully. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at the confidence. Like Anders, he mishit a defensive shot. I think it was off his frame. Brilliant. Walks into the net, calm, phenomenal net shot. This is a slight mishit, and then this one here, Chou's there.
Yeah.
And it was millimetre perfect.
Couldn't have played it better, and 9 consecutive points now for the Dane. Oh, well played. It almost seemed like the only space left on the court was Anders Antonsen's body. He tried everything else.
Yeah, it was a good shot from Chou. He even reversed it, made it deceptive, and I think that's why Anders went his forehand, because he didn't see the reverse.
Oh, that's the first rally I've seen this week where there's been multiple clears.
I think that's only maybe the second unforced error Anders made in this first game.
I wonder if Chou Tien Chen feels this first game is so far gone. He was really just trying to find the length.
I think the most important thing now is being this far down. You're right, he's got to make a decision. If he commits to it and he thinks he can come back, if he almost accepts maybe he can't, then he's got to just get into it and feel comfortable and, you know, played every shot so that when he starts the second game, he feels good. He's already coming back in now just because Anders is making a few unforced errors which you didn't see before at all.
Antonsen perhaps just feeling a little complacent with such a healthy lead. Yeah, well played. He saw his opportunity, Chou Tien Chen, and was quick to convert it. That shot from Antonsen was very high.
Serves over, 15-6.
I mean, if you look back to that run of 9 points that Anders got, it was just such a big run that it's kind of, you know, the main difference between the two in this first game.
Serves over, 7-15.
Yeah, that stick smash, that clip down from Antonsen. He's played it well so far.
Yeah, it's here where he, just the pressure in the corner and poor shot. It's hard for Chou to control it though. You can see when he's going over him, he's really trying to control that shot. He's not hitting power, but it's just too short.
Just that little hold from Antonsen and then into that rear corner. Something Chou's not really able to do on this side of the court. It's going long.
Serves over, 8-16.
And as Antonsen's last title on the World Tour, going back to the World Tour finals at the end of 2020. And like you say, Chris, those injuries, slow going to come back into the top of the rankings. And it's now or never really if he's looking at Olympic qualification. Needs to start putting in the tournaments and getting to the latter stages. Missed time from Chou Tien Chen.
19-8. Serves over.
Really aggressive on that return of serve. Took that so early.
We saw one earlier from Antonsen in the same sort of way. I thought whether it was the quality of the serve, but actually just an aggressive return.
Oh, that's nice. Really nice shot, that. Great to control that nice reverse. I think Anders is going back to return of serve. He is very good at reading it. He's really aggressive normally on the return of serve, but he also reads the flick quite well.
Oh, superb.
Serves over,
Came off a bit short from Antonsen, the clear.
Yeah, really short, but Chou's got up well there. And this is the thing in a hall like this, it's something that's so integral is length on shots. If you're not putting the shuttle in the back trams, you're putting yourself in trouble, but it's so hard to put the shuttle in the back trams because of the drift.
So still game point. Oh, bit of deception from Chou. Beautiful shot.
11-20.
Almost playing with freedom. The first game's so far gone. He can relax now, and you could see that in that shot.
Yeah, I mean, that's the perfection. And, yeah.
It's the old Lee Chong Wei special. Antonsen going back cross, and perhaps the safer option would have been the straight. Little bit of momentum with Chou Tien Chen. And as Antonsen just slowing things down and taking a chance to regroup to close out this opening game. Well, still game points, and finally Anders Antonsen has found a way through. A small sense of a comeback from Chou Tien Chen at the end of that game, but really, I think he'd relaxed so far. He was playing with some freedom and hit a few nice shots, but it's all Anders Antonsen in game one. A terrific start to game one. And in 17 minutes, he takes the opener 21-12.
Og så tror jeg, at han ikke, jeg tror ikke, han kommer til at være super offensiv nu. Jeg tror, han kommer til at prøve at meget i de dybe forhold. Så bliv ved med at være villig til at arbejde sygt hårdt på de tre hjørner. Han bruger baghåndshjørnet til at variere, men
Well, how about this from Chou Tien Chen? Let's try and work out whether that's a sense of focus he's looking for. Maybe praying to his gods. Maybe it was a back injury. I couldn't really tell, to be honest, but unusual to see a player standing at the back of the court with his eyes closed for a moment.
Great start from Anders, and this is it's an integral part of the match now, because if Anders can keep the momentum rolling and not allow Chou to feel comfortable get in the match, it could be really difficult. But Chou's he's got to stop the momentum. He's got to stop Anders from kind of flowing. But Chou at the moment, I mean, as you identified, he's almost trying to clear his mind and start again, and he's trying to refocus himself. And I mean, this is a bad start to the second for him.
Yeah. We've seen it all week so far. This part of the match, both players, both pairs we've seen need to come out fighting. They need to be at 100%. Because like you say, Anders could really run away with this.
Well, this is the thing now. The first 3 points Good rally from Anders at the first point. The next two rallies for me, Chou, two really cheap mistakes, two gifts. And this is so important that Chou can't afford to do that. He can't give Anders gifts now. He's got to get himself into it. He's got to, if Anders plays a fantastic shot to win the rally, Chou can accept that. But if Chou's just giving him easy points, he can't accept that. That's again off return of serve. This way, Anders is so good. He's so aggressive. He's got to be one of the most aggressive players, men's singles players, off the return of serve. He's almost like a doubles player there, and then keeps his base high. Just keeps the pressure on.
Yeah, it's something we've always seen with Anders Antonsen. I remember when Victor was starting to look dominant, and Anders Antonsen was able to put a halt to Axelsen a couple of times. It's almost like he's just trying to find a way to disrupt his opponent's rhythm straight from the go. It's gone wide.
3, 4.
Great net shot again from Antonsen, short lift. Can't find the smash.
4-4.
Yeah, catching the tape, the net shot, perfect from Anders Antonsen. Looking for the big smash winner. Well, Chou Tien Chen can't afford these easy mistakes. And he's still trying to regroup. It's a strange body language at the moment. Good pickup. Well, he's missed the net shot. The court's still wet on Chou Tien Chen's side. Yeah, the court mop is coming out now. He's leaning backwards. The commitment wasn't there from Chou Tien Chen.
Yeah, it's strange. Strange, because it felt like he was there early. He was on balance.
Yeah.
He read it. But you're right, he is. His body weight's going backwards. You cannot play a net shot if your body's going backwards. You can only move once the shuttle's left your racket.
6-4.
He's not in a state of complete calm at the moment, Chou Tien Chen. Something's up. It just doesn't look his normal self. That's better. That's better.
5-6.
Yeah, moves in at great pace.
Serves over 7-5.
This is one of the reasons why Anders put so much pressure on the low serve. Because then it's difficult to actually get good length on a flick. Again, they're so early on that net.
8.
Anders is, when he's confident, he's so bold in his decision making. But because he's so bold in it, when it's right, it's phenomenal because he's so early on the shuttle.
good cross.
Yeah.
He's controlling that net well as well, Antonsen. Well, there was a gamble from Antonsen. I'm not sure what that net shot was.
I mean, Anderson obviously he didn't want to lift. He doesn't want to lift, and it's difficult to not lift that. But then I don't know if you put him off. I don't know if you put Chou off by doing it. It was like a ninja move or something. It was a very peculiar thing, but it kind of was effective. Maybe it caught Chou's eye or something. I don't know, because he shouldn't have missed that one.
No, I think Antonsen was expecting the shuttle to come back straight in his face or his body, perhaps. That's nice.
There's a big celebration there from Chou's physio or coach or mentor, whatever the correct title is for her. I think she's got a number of roles.
Yeah, she's his biggest fan. I think we know that for sure. But yes, no specific on-court badminton coach, Chou Tien Chen. Always has his great friend and physio, as I understand it, in the chair at the back of the court.
I would love to hear the advice that she gives him, if it's just advice regarding the mental side of it.
I think
you know what I mean.
Moral support. So I think that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Because it'll be very interesting. Unfortunately, my Chinese is non-existent, so I can't understand any of it. But it'll be. I'd really be intrigued to hear what she actually says to him.
Just long, well judged from Chou Tien Chen.
Because I know now some of the other nations almost at times are bringing along more of a coach who guides people in the right direction mentally, as in, you know, the body language to have, the positivity, the mindset, things like that. And sometimes that can be great as the second coach, but for me, you do need a coach to give you tactical guidance, specific guidance for the match regarding the badminton side of things.
Well, our umpire there just having a word with the players to keep things moving. But I think you're right, Chris. I think the game's advanced in those kind of areas. Those support services, it's in, on the line, and becoming ever more important.
The way that the game has developed over the last 10 years with the sport, as in the prize money, you know, the prize money, the depth now of players. If you're ranked 60, 70 in the world, you're still a phenomenal player.
Good shots from Antonsen.
It's evolved a lot as a sport, and yeah, it's getting to the point where, as you're seeing these two guys here, they've got almost their own team. You know, you've got Antonsen, who's left the National Federation. He's moved to Dubai also with Victor, not with Victor as in training with Victor, but they've obviously both moved to Dubai, and Anders has his own private team. The sport is really changing.
Well, the net cord
11-8 in the row.
Giving Antonsen a helping hand. And he continues this wonderful match. A fantastic start in game one, and on the more difficult end, he's keeping with Chou Tien Chen. 11-8 at the break.
Når du får muligheden for at spille nedad, så er det alligevel en fordel for dig, at du får lidt ekstra tid til at rykke på den næste. Især den der, hvor jeg er der, så er vi spillet over. Vi skal bare spille langt ind i midten. Og så under kan du huske, altså et plan er det også et gratis sæt, uden at det skal blive en sovepude. Men vi skal være villige til at være inde og være frække. Vi gør det fuldstændig, fordi det er meget mere nervepirrende for ham. Hvis jeg begynder at spille safe, så er det der.
Well, plenty of tactical chatter.
11-8.
In contrast, I think Chou Tien Chen was alone at his kit box. Good defense from Antonsen. Oh, what a shame from Chou. It was a wonderful rally.
Have to say though, so far Anders is playing this side very well, like that rally. Moving the shuttle round well, lifting, I think he only did 2 lifts, but both lifts were of good quality even when he's in trouble, otherwise just keeping the net, keeping the shuttle down.
Good save again from Antonsen. And finds a winner. He really is playing this end of the court well. I liked what you said this morning when we saw Chen and Jia seemingly unfazed by this difficult end of the court, and it appeared like the only players we'd seen this week do that. Well, Antonsen here seems to be playing with the same freedom he enjoyed in game 1.
I would say right now Anders is playing very well. Really confident, reading the shuttle well, covering the court well, moving the shuttle round. Can Chou disrupt that? Can he get Anders to start to, you know, think a bit more, as in overthink, overanalyze?
Oh, it's a good shot again from Anders Antonsen.
But great control to go over in that situation. And Chou's taking a step forward because he knows the difficult shot is that shot, but Anders is so calm when he plays it.
Yeah.
Double action, nice shot. And the quality as well, it's just behind, I think it would have landed just behind the front tram, so it's good enough depth that it's very hard for Chou to be able to get it.
Well, like you said, Chou Tien Chen keeps moving forwards, not expecting Anders to go over the top, but calmly he just keeps doing so. Into the body, difficult for Anders Antonsen.
And this is the thing now for Chou.
15-9.
Those cheap points, that's the cheap point. Is it a good shot from Anders? It's a good shot. It's not a great shot. There's no way Chou should make a mistake on that. He can't afford to, because Anders are looking more and more confident, and the lead is just growing.
Well, it was another run of 5 consecutive points for Antonsen. Just long.
16-9.
We almost expect it from the far side of the court, where players on the near end make the odd error, give away some cheap points, but so far, Antonsen unfazed. Well played, Chou Tien Chen.
10-16.
Kept the shuttle going in a downward direction.
He's also really aggressive, and then high up the court. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone wide.
But there, Anders did incredibly well to get that last shot back. I mean, to be honest, I don't know how he did. And the quality wasn't good, but it was good enough. He's at full, he's right on the floor. But then Chou has just forced it. And again, it's a really easy mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, too casual. Looked to have all the time in the world.
Service hold goal. Too high. Service over. 11-17.
Service fault called on Anders Antonsen. The first one, I think, in this match. I can't remember another. Well, it's now or never for Chou Tien Chen. Big body smash.
17-17. Change.
Look at this athleticism from Chou. Big left leg jump out.
Yeah, I'd say something Chow's unbelievable at is almost just a one big jump from the centre.
17.
He's some specimen, isn't he?
Yeah, physically he's phenomenal, especially as he's one of the slightly older men's singles players on tour. It's incredible how he's kept himself in, you know, such phenomenal physical shape.
That's a good rally, and Anders with the confidence again to go over the top. Finished by Chou. Delight from the coaching chair in the background.
That was an incredibly high intensity, high speed rally. No one really wanting to lift, like a box style game. And then in the end there, that's just too high, the net shot. But it's great anticipation. And to be honest, it's not as easy as it looks that. That was a really good rally from Chou. And now he's back in. Feels
Yes.
like, you know, a moment ago we were talking about, I think it was 17-10.
Yeah, that's right. 4 points on the bounce. That's 5 for Chou Tien Chen. Anna's unsurprisingly looking for a way to disrupt the momentum. Toweling down, towel the courts.
And I think now Anders, he's almost just forcing it a bit too much. Before, when he was putting the pressure on, he's putting the pressure on in an aggressive way. He was above tape. Whereas now when he's trying to put the pressure, I feel like he's below. And Chou can then control the speed of the rally and the pace, and then he's actually got the advantage then, Chou.
Thank you. Thank you. Show back and forth. 15-17.
Great net exchange.
But that's better for me from Anders because he's not forcing it. He's not just basically putting uncontrolled pressure on. He's putting pressure on by his speed of movement. He's taking it early, but he's moving the shuttle around. And then when he gets in a chance to put the pressure on.
Yeah, he was patient
there.
there.
But he's hit it in a direction that's difficult for Chou to hurt him off it. And if Chou went cross, he's then opening up the whole court.
Good defense from Antonsen. Oh, tried something special.
19.
Didn't quite come off.
Yeah, it's not clear mind. To even try that shot, it shows for me that Chow's got too many things going through his head because I wasn't even close to coming over, and even if it did, it wouldn't have really been a great result.
Especially at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
It just seems a bit crazy to try that. That's 3-all in the first, fair enough, but not when you're facing opportunities for Anders Antonsen to get a game point here. Good defense. It's gone long. Superb from Antonsen. And he looks to his coach with a finger raised.
I would say that break he had when he towed down, and he's now gone back to how he was playing before, which is much better. It's a much better style, whereas he's not forcing it. He's not putting himself in trouble.
Yeah, it was clever timing from Antonsen. And he's winning points against the momentum of the rally. And that adds so much pressure now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Together with the scoreboard.
Show back and forth.
I would say, except for the blip that Anders had of, it was, I think, 4 or 5 points, except for that blip that he had where for me, he played the wrong style. He's tactically played the game very well so far. I mean, it's not over yet, but so far he has played tactically pretty well.
Gentlemen,
Look at that from Anders Antonsen. He's helping out his opponent by pointing out spots of perspiration on the mat. Match point. And it's gone wide. Anders Antonsen takes the match on the first time of asking, and a terrific performance from the Dane today. He really had everything about him. Court craft, shot quality, his defence was up to scratch. And not the best performance we've seen from Chou Tien Chen.
21-12, 21-15.
And again, nothing coming back from Chou Tien Chen, and then an error. Great to see Anders Antonsen fighting back. Good to see him back at the top of the game. And wonderful to see him take a place in tomorrow's quarterfinals. We're waiting for that result from Chia Hao Lee and Kidambi Srikanth. 21-12, 21-15, the match score. Well, it's goodbye from Bobby Griffin and Chris Langridge, temporarily at least. Jill Clark and Stephen Pedersen taking over.
So welcome back to the Singapore Indoor Stadium here. And it is day 3 of competition here at the Singapore Open. The Singapore Open, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour. It's a Super 750 event, which is the second highest tier of tournament. So another 5 matches for you to come